I've spotted a clean 15-hour opportunity on GBPUSD. I'm breaking it down right now before it plays out. All right. So make sure you watch to the very end as I show you everything step by step. All right. So you can clearly see that right now we have a very, very beautiful setup right here. We have a drop based rally with big momentum candles to the upside. You can see the kind of candles that we're breaking structure were really significant. They also have a QML right here. And then we have what you call a channel right here, as it is this a descending channel right here. Of course, during this, there's a lot of liquidity being engineered and everything, right? So what we want to see is a market push all the way down here eventually. But we understand that this is going to take a little bit of time depending on how the market is going to open, because this is about 100 pips, about 90, 87 pips right here. And this is a potential good trade, right? So let's see how this. By the way, I'm sorry for the hoarseness of my voice. I'm having a cold right now, so wish me well. All right. So that's how it is. There's still a little bit of a distance from here to here, depending on how the market is going to open. The market might jump all the way to here, somewhere here, then it will be easy for us to actually take this trade. However, let's start from, let me zoom out so that you can understand why I'm looking to actually buy eventually. So you can see that the overall trend of this market has been bullish for a while. But of course, we can't ignore this retracement that has been happening for some time right now. So let's go to the 1 hour time frame. So you can see that on the 1 hour time frame, the market is pretty bearish. We can see the market putting up lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs, and everything. Now, look, right now, we don't have any significant support level or demand zone where this market can actually bounce off from right now, apart from this level right here. And you can see that this was made up of by big momentum candles. So this is the only potential zone where the market can come to. But like I said, there's a little bit of a distance from here to here. So what do I intend to do? Depending on how the market is going to open, if the market opens bearish and pushes to the downside, that gives us an opportunity to be able to take this to the upside quite easy, right? However, if this market starts to push to the upside, guess what? I'll continue with the bearish move. Therefore, I might want the market to come somewhere to this level right here. Let me go to the lower time frame. So all this is going to be dependent on what the market does when the market opens. So if the market does this, then you can clearly see that we have also a bearish setup that we can take advantage of right now. You can see rally based drop with a break of structure. So it means that we have a potential sell from here, depending on how the market opens. But we understand that at the end of the day, we want to see the market come to that demand zone. Why? Because there's a lot of imbalance which was left there. So depending on how the market is going to open, these are the scenarios we're going to have. Okay. So if the market opens bullish, we might want to see the market come to this level right here. And then this will be a very nice setup as well. It will be a very, very nice 1 to 13 risk reward ratio actually. 1 to 14 risk reward ratio. It will be a nice setup as well if the market decides to do that, because this qualifies to be a very, very solid setup, because we are in the overall direction of which is bearish. The current market is bearish. So if the market decides to pull back to the upside, then I'm looking for sales from here so that we can take price to the zone that we want to buy from, right? So simple price action. We're not saying this is what's going to happen. No, we simply react to what the market gives us. Simple as that. So our job right now is just to wait and see how the market is going to respond to this level right here as the market opens, whether we're going to gap down, which is possible, to continue with this bearish trend so that we can come into this level. There's a reason why I'm very confident the market has to come here is because of this imbalance just left behind right here. We do understand that this imbalance has to be filled up, right? So it's a very, very high chance of the market coming down here. And then if you get your Fibonacci retracement from the low to the high, you can see that all this is a premium area where the market can come to. But for me, I take it a step further. I go to the lower time frame. Let's go to the 15 minutes time frame. You see the order block that I'm looking to actually buy from. But again, the stop loss is like 24 pips, and you guys know that I don't trade like that. So we'll have to wait and see how the market reacts towards that level, right? As you can see, this base right here. So once the market comes into this base, we'll actually refine our entry and everything. Otherwise, this looks very, very good. Like I said, whether if the market opens very, very bearish and gaps down, we'll wait for the market to buy from here. And if the market decides to actually push to the upside, I might want to see the market come into this zone, because this is the next zone, supply zone, that the market can want to come to. Just like that. It's as simple as that. And like always, this is just a forecast. Once the trade signal has been confirmed, we'll be able to share this in our private community. All right. So if you're interested in that, the links down in the description. And if you'd like to know exactly how we analyze and trade, there's also a link down in the description. Check it out. All right, you guys. I hope you found value. Until next time, goodbye.